You know, when we be recording, when we be playing golf. Little bean, little rice.
Beans and rice.
Can you name 5 of your peers who can afford a house right now?
No, I'm not peers. But do you think as a consumer, like, what can you do about this?
Compete.
Use about it, really?
I'ma eat my other. You got beans in it.
You don't like beans?
Not anymore. That's pretty good.
I wish I would have known that.
I see the truth behind your lies, you don't respect yourself. I keep pausing this temper, don't respect myself. Yeah, she the one that want me over, had to neglect myself. If she the one, we gon' take over. Walk with a pep in our step. Lately ain't seeing me hard. I'm on the road and I'm running. Say I'm the life of the party. Turn up to the mall. We hit it straight to the money. Showed if you don't like me, you don't like being honest. That's how I'm coming.
It's about a nigga who keep giving everything. Took losses to the game. These niggas keep on switching.
What is this? You want it? I don't like avocado.
My rolling game time, avocado. What are you having today, Miss Zaria?
I got the cantina chicken.
I got the Mexican pizza. I never tried it. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking?
Look at all this grease in here.
Ah, that's not as impressive as I thought it was gonna be.
That's disgusting.
You tried it.
It's real pickly.
Ew.
I like pickles.
I thought it'd be more like that wasabi. All right, here we go. You got beans in it.
You don't like beans?
Not anymore. That's pretty good.
I wish I would have known that. I would have told you. You ain't got like a fork in here, do you?
A fork?
Thanks.
I got whatever you need, baby.
Oh, what was supposed to be talking about?
And I do mean whatever you need.
I appreciate it. What you got on your mind?
Well, some of the things that I would like to discuss. Is the cost of living in Mississippi right now. It's ridiculous.
I feel like I'm gonna start feeling like Darlene after a while.
Why?
Just not having nothing important to say.
Well, you gotta forget the camera on. That's good showbiz, baby. You know, when we be recording, when we be playing golf. Same concept.
I don't know, man. Golf comes a little easier for me than this. I ain't gotta talk a lot while we golfing.
I mean, it's alright. It's just a little too beany.
Beans kind of ruin everything, man. I don't know.
They good by themselves. Little bean, little rice. There's no better combination than beans and rice. Red beans and rice? Whether they red or not, in the beans and rice.
I don't know.
Can you name 5 of your peers who can afford a house right now?
None of my peers.
Now, we ain't saying that it ain't 5 of your peers that can afford a house. But we talking about
I can't name them if I.
literally in your circle.
All of my 5 peers, which that's exactly how many close friends I have, 5. Live in apartments or with their men. So, I think only one of my friends lives in a house that her man owns. Everybody else has apartments. But do you think as a consumer, like, what can you do about this?
Compete. Make more.
That's not the only option. So.
Yeah, you gotta participate. When you drop out, I mean, people who drop out, what that could be considered? A homeless person? To drop out the system.
You just gotta do what you gotta do to survive, man. That's with anything. Even if it's...
You gotta be able to backbite. Be a little selfish. You ever want to have something? You gotta backbite.
That's what I'm scared. I'm gonna have to be... If I really want to get to where I want to be, I'm gonna have to be a little selfish. And I'm a giver, so it's gonna be really hard for me.
You give yourself away. And that's the problem. You giving yourself away.
Yeah, you told me. I've had flashbacks to the conversation we had about that.
What we talk about? I probably don't remember. I don't remember half the stuff I say. It don't be coming from me.
It don't be coming from you, what you mean?
Nope. I'm a portal. Information just flows through me. If I had told you that the first night we talked, you think we'd still be talking?
What?
I'm a portal and information flows through me.
Oh, that's wrong. You said,
Is it any kind of wild as I could have said?
You did say something that made me kind of turn me off.
What?
Yeah, let me think. You said you was a god that needs to be worshipped, and I was like, yeah. What's enough for me?
There's no way I said that with a serious thing.
I don't know what you look like. We was on the phone when you used to call me back then.
But you thought I was serious.
I was like, I don't know about that. That's weird. But I didn't know you that well, so obviously I thought you were serious. I don't know anybody else that jokes like that, so.
Which now I can't explain myself because I don't know what I was talking about. There's no context.
I sure don't remember. So. Wow, that's impressive. And you said something else, which I've been thinking about since you said something about my crop top at Georgia Blue that day.
What I say?
When we used to talk on the phone real late at night, we were talking about how how people shouldn't expect men to just do the right thing when it comes to like how they view women or something like that. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Oh, just the fact that, remember you said, because I was kind of like confused about it, really.
I'm gonna eat my other.
Because you were like, you're dressing like you're single. It was something like that you said. And I was like...
That's what I said at Georgia Blue. Right?
But when I was thinking about that conversation we had over the phone...
We was talking about dressing?
Yeah, on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, how men perceive women through the way they dress.
Yeah.
And how you shouldn't expect men to just be... Because I said, I kind of countered your argument with something. And you was like, well, you can't expect every man to just do the right thing if you see a woman that's dressed. Like you said something about...
Is that false?
A tennis skirt and some fishnets or something like that.
Yeah, what you think gonna happen?
I don't know. My
You
mind has
was
been
weird?
going back. No, my mind's been going back and forth. With those conversations.
So is that like, I'm saying, what part of that is wrong though?
Did I say it was wrong?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You was putting all the stuff in the category of stuff that I was talking about that turned you off.
Oh yeah.
It was just kind of uncomfortable, I guess.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. That's all.
It was just way too.
I
guess it was way
heard
too
it
straight.
before.
Yeah, well, I guess it was way too straight.
I have never
for us
heard
first.
anybody
You know what I mean?
explain that to me like that before. Like you just can't expect a man to do right. Like why would you? People expect me to do the right thing, so I
You
should
can't expect nobody to do the right thing, technically, but since we was talking about men in that situation, it's like
I was just telling myself not to put anything past anybody. Like people will cross you if you let them.
Yeah.
So you can't really expect anybody to do right by you all the time.
Yeah. I just told that lady that they got her wallet stolen. I was like, now why wouldn't she just return? If I find people's stuff all the time and I return it. I was like, I understand, and most people do, but it's just a small percentage that don't give a fuck. about
I'm
none of
big
that.
tired.
And of course, I ain't saying like that. Sometimes you just get got by a small percentage. So that's what most of the time we protect ourselves from the small percentage. We know it ain't by and large.
I don't know, man. Ever since I met you and no. I wasn't supposed to say that, huh?
You can say whatever you want on this camera. This live.
I kind of forgot about it, but
Whoa.
sorry. But ever since, yeah, I met you, like, my life has just been a little... my life has been something. And I hate you met me around this time in my life, because...
Me too, man. I used to be awesome. Like, real awesome.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about me.
Sometimes I feel the same way. That's what I'm saying. I hate you met me on this point of my life. Cause I used to be awesome. No. Right now,
What?
like I said, mentally I feel like I'm better than I've ever been. So
And mentally, I'm exactly opposite.
you can't judge yourself by what you're in right now. Cause like I said, that's still stuff you reaping from years ago. Now, I ain't saying I feel like I'm at the best that I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I feel like that I'm better than what I used to be because I was dumb. If you was better then, you probably wouldn't have ended up in a situation that you in now, to where now you feel like you're not good. Now let me think about this, because it's kind of confusing to me too. But I just had the thought. Let me just grasp it back in. What were we talking about again? Okay, this what I'm saying. All right, follow me. If you can say that you're not your best mentally right now, what are you implying? That you was mentally better at one point, right?
Yes.
So what happened?
A lot of things happened. It kind of just degraded my mental state. I'm not saying I've been like just the best. There's been times in the past where I've been kind of low mentally, but I feel like now I might not be at the worst mentally, but this is the longest I've went with my mental state being in this type of predicament. This is the longest I've had to deal with, like, my anxiety being that bad and stuff like that.
Anxiousness?
I don't know where it comes from. Nobody in my family deals with this type of stuff. They
You're
call me crazy because
you're uncomfortable.
I'm so anxious.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I be feeling. I've never been this stressed. I've never been stressed in my life. But
believe it.
that's what I'm saying. But I'm not conflating stress with mental state, because if I feel like it said like we underestimate ourselves that we getting through some of this stuff. When you think about all the stuff that you're going through and you realize like, hey, I'm
and that's what happened to me last night.
To give myself a little credit, I'm pretty much
like I
I'm
was
pretty
just
much
thinking
handling
about
this like a champ.
everything I had to do, what I'm working on, what I'm trying to get to, and I just feel like a huge, like the feeling of disappointment is just like, it comes in waves. And I think that's what get me, especially at night.
Well, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, what you talking about?
I was talking about getting through day by day stuff. Of course, if you sit and meditate on the future too long, you can get negative thoughts about it. Cause you're thinking about something. You're thinking about somewhere you ain't got to yet. That's the point. That's the whole point I'm making. You still stuck in mistakes from earlier. There's nothing you can do about that right now.
But doesn't like living in the consequences of your mistakes, that gets kind of depressing. Like, we're dealing with the consequences. I mean, you have to. There's no way to get around it.
If you let it define you, then yeah, you gotta let it define you. You gotta keep your mind on where you're trying to get to. What can you do now to get there? Because you can't get there right now, but you can do stuff right now to set you up to get there. You know what I mean?
So your whole point is just work hard and you'll get there.
I'm saying do what you can right now to get where you're trying to get, instead of worrying about not being there. Cause you as long as you worry about not being there, you gonna do that forever. You never gonna get there. I get the feeling come though. Yeah, of course the feeling come, but that's why you gotta start thinking about other stuff. And you are able to do that. We just don't want to. Sometimes, honestly, we don't like to admit it a lot, but I feel like sometimes we like to sit up and harbor in negative thoughts. Sometimes it becomes like a drug to, because you have every piece of strength to reject those thoughts and make yourself do something else.
I agree.
All right, let me turn this off.